All right, folks, today we have to take a quiz, okay? We got to do what the other classes are doing, so quiz it is. Now, reminder, no work, no credit, okay? Today you have a quiz. It is multiple choice, but guess what? No work, no credit, even on today's multiple choice quiz. Please. So, here's the dealio. You got a 5-question quiz. I'm going to give you a 5-question warm up. I'm going to show you very much what's going to be on your quiz right now. So isn't it important to like look up here and like understand each step? Right? Right. So let's focus. Look over here, please. On the first one, when you see parentheses, do you know what to do? You're going to distribute, right? 3 times x, 3 times negative 2. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 2. If you need to use Desmos for computation, that's fine. So that should give you negative 6. Bring down equals x plus 4. Is everyone okay with this first step? You distribute. Then, if you have x on both sides, we said you get rid of the smaller x, which is just x, which is a 1x. To get rid of a positive term, we subtract it. So it's minus 1x. Three minus 1 is 2x. Bring down minus 6 equals, and then that positive 4. Okay, next step, to get rid of a minus 6, we add 6 to both sides. And we get 2x equals 4 plus 6 is 10. And last step, to get rid of a coefficient, the number in front, we always divide by that exact number on both sides. X equals 10 divided by 2 is 5. Let's recap. What did I do? I see parentheses. I'm showing my work, multiplying. Use calculator to do computations if you need to. Then, if x is on both sides, I get rid of the smaller x by doing the opposite. And if it's a two-step equation, you get rid of the loner, and then you divide. You cannot use a phone on your quiz today. Very important. Okay. So make sure you're paying attention. Next one, I have a two-step equation because here's n. There's 2 numbers to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of this loner first. What's the opposite of minus 7? Plus 7. Very good. So plus 7 here, and then plus 7 on the other side. Okay. Bring down n over 5, and then negative 5 plus 7 is 2. How do I get rid of dividing? The opposite of dividing is multiplying by 5 on both sides. Cancels here. N equals 2 times 5 is 10. So again, you will have one like that. Will you know what to do? Get rid of the loner. And if it's dividing, you multiply. All right, well, what about this one? Again, parentheses, just like the first top left one, I'm going to distribute. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Here's where it gets kind of complicated. Not complicated, but here's where we sometimes mess up. Negative 3 times positive 3 is negative 9, okay? Now there's an extra number here. You bring it down, plus 5 equals 14, all that. Now, what's weird about this is that we have like extra stuff. Do y'all see how we have 2 numbers on the left side? We have a negative 9 and a positive 5. Whenever you have more than one similar thing, we call those like terms. You can combine like terms. The negative 9 plus 5 is negative 4. You can use Desmos to compute if you need to. Bring down negative 3x, bring down equals 14. And now we have a two-step equation. To get rid of a negative 4, we're going to add 4 to both sides. All right, and then negative 3x equals 14 plus 4 is 18. Okay, And then last step, to get rid of any number in front of x, even if it's a negative number, we divide by that exact same number. X equals 18 divided by -3, -6. Okay. This next one reminds me of the first one after I did my first step, right? When x is on both sides, we get rid of the smaller x. So a positive means I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. 6 minus 2 is 4x. Bring down -5 equals 3. Last step, to get rid of the -5, you add 5 to both sides. 4x equals 8. And your last step is to divide by the coefficient. 8 divided by 4 is 2. There is some repeated things going on here. So the main thing so far, get rid of the parentheses by distributing, showing your work. If x is on both sides, get rid of the smaller x. If there's more than one like term, combine it and get rid of the loner, and then either divide or multiply, whatever your last step is opposite. Now, look at number 5. Okay, bottom left one here. This is the most complicated one. Stay with me, because again, do you have one like this on your quiz? Okay, so let's do this. First thing I see is parentheses, just like the top left and the middle left. I got to get rid of those parentheses, and I'm going to multiply by the number in front, which is not 15. What is right here in front of the parentheses? It's just a minus sign. Do you remember that just a minus sign in front of something means minus 1, -1, right? That look familiar? If I have just a negative sign, that means -1, okay? Distribute. -1 times 2 is -2. -1 times 3y is -3y. Bring everything down. 5y minus 3 equals 15. So I'm telling you, if you see a negative, that means -1, and you distribute it, you multiply it. Okay? Now this reminds me of the one right above it. Do you see how there's two regular old numbers, constants, right next to each other on the same side of the equation? You can combine like terms. 15 minus 2 is 13. I'm bringing everything else down. Yes, I am. And this reminds me of the one to the middle on the right. If y is on both sides, get rid of the smaller one. A -3y, the opposite is plus 3y. Plus 3y. Cool. And then 5y plus 3y is 8y. Bring it over the -3 equals, and then 13. All right, 2 steps. I got a loner -3. Opposite is to add 3 to both sides. 8y equals 16 divided by 8, and you get y equals 2. Okay. Now, if you didn't write everything down, no sweat. Okay. If you put something down, you're good for the warm-up. Okay. But let's pause and think about this real quick, because you're about to do this on a quiz. Are you going to show your work and not just give me answers so I don't have to give you a 0? Show me your work, right? If there's parentheses, distribute. If there's like terms, combine them. If x is on both sides, get rid of the smaller x. And then when you have a 2-step equation, get rid of the loner, and then your last step is multiply or divide, depending on what it looks like, okay? Just do your best. But you gotta show work. Do not turn something in without work unless you want me to stamp it and give it back to you and say, try again. This is not how this is gonna work. I got people pressing me, testing the limits, okay? I promise you, no work, no credit. And I guarantee I'll deliver. All right? So I'm going to pass out this quiz. No phones allowed, because it's a quiz. you can use Desmos for computation, right? So here we go.